Hi, it's Brandy Alexander with your weekly reading. Today I'm including the August 26th full moon as part of the reading until September 2nd. Lots of big energy coming in, strong energy coming in with this Pisces full moon on the 26th/27th. You'll feel the effects of it before the full moon and after the full moon, and it has a lot to do with relationships. The friendship card came up for the week. Relationships. Surrender and release. Try not to control too much. Let it go. And celebrations with the Three of Cups. Now let's start with this full moon energy. I love the cards. I decided to pull a card just for the full moon. The moon card came up. I just thought that was hilarious. Cards don't seem to lie. Now, this is a general reading, so it won't fit with all of you, but some of you it will totally resonate. So with this full moon that's coming up, the strong energy is around some passionate relationships. It is, some of it is like destiny. You just met somebody and you're head over heels and it's like true love. Some of you are feeling controlled, or you are really not getting along with your partner and you're really trying to change them. So be really aware of that energy. Not all is as it seems with this full moon. It's sort of like a double-sided. Now the Pisces, there's the love energy coming in, and the negative side of Pisces energy can be poor me, but it can also be really dreamy and very spiritual, as if things were meant to be. So there's a bit of the poor me thing could come in, or it could be a real spiritual energy, feeling like the relationships that you're having were just like karmic, and that the feelings that you've got could be really overwhelming. They could be overwhelming in a really lovely way, but they can be really overwhelming in a negative way because you feel depressed. I always suggest going out in nature. Nature can give you a sense of awe. Just notice, breathe, be mindful of what's around you. Go to the beach if you're near one. If not, it's good to be having warm showers if you're in a cool climate. Cool showers if you're in a hot climate, just immersing yourself with water somehow. So that's really, really great. There is a bit of a Virgo energy coming in with this moon as well, just after it, and that is really compartmentalized energy where, you know, it's quite a bit of perfectionism, needing things a particular way. I found that quite interesting because I think that really has a bit to do with the surrender and release. Sometimes we just need to let things go, especially in this intense energy for this week. We're still in the energy of needing to zip our lips, which is very, very tricky with such strong energy coming up. Of course, we can't let people bowl us over, but we need to not be mean, which sometimes it's easy just to be compulsive and snap. Your friendships are a great reflection of yourself. So who are your friends? Who do you have around you? Who makes you feel really good? Who could make you feel good? What sort of friendships do you need? So for many of you, you've gone through such big changes with your work, your career, yeah, that's the same as work. Relationships, or you've moved to a different area. It is really important to meet people that resonate with your new life, your new way of being, and that some of your friendships just aren't ticking the boxes anymore. I don't want to really say ticking the boxes, but you know, if you've got friends that are unreliable and you need reliability, then you know it's time to maybe let that go a bit. You can explore and find some friendships through different clubs and activities. you know, friends should be making you feel good. Maybe there's friends that you haven't contacted in a while, and it's important that you give them a call. Maybe they are lonely, maybe they need you at this time. There is a lot of there's a lot of love energy with this friendship. So if you're meeting somebody new, like a partner, a relationship, friendship is important in your relationship, a love relationship. And it is a time of celebration. Within this friendship, it is time to get together and enjoy each other's company. So in this next week, until September 2nd, it would be really lovely to get together and have some celebrations. There will be celebrations. There will be celebrations of baptism, births, could be marriages, engagements, all of that sort of thing coming up in this time. So think about your friendships. Really think about, you might have some new friendships like you've never had before, which can be very fun. Just see what comes into your life. Surrender and release. She's clinging on this big vessel that's very heavy because it was full of water. And if you're hanging on to a burden, it's the angels are saying, and God is saying, just release it to me. I will help you. You can pray. You can do a meditation on it and ask them to lighten your load. They're there. They're just waiting for you to ask them. See the big light behind her wings. So there will be a lightness. There will be almost like a baptism. It's cleansing you of old ways, old ideas, old things. There's a forgiveness that might come to you as well. And maybe people will be forgiving you. Maybe you need to forgive other people. And whatever your burden is, it's time to just let it go. Some of you have moved on into a new way of being. Don't feel guilty about that. It's okay what you've done, you've had to do for your self-preservation, but also it's not even self-preservation. You deserve an abundant, happy life, and a life filled with whatever you like. If you saw any of the readings on the weekend, we manifest our own lives. So don't just let life happen to you. Be proactive in your life. So have a good look at that. We just are asking you to surrender and release. Funnily enough, I was listening to an astrologer online, and it was amazing. She was exactly, I'd already pulled these cards, but she was saying exactly these cards. I felt like saying, I just pulled these cards. She's talking about surrender and release. She's talking about friendships and relationships and how they are, affecting us at this full moon. And here's the celebration card. A lot of you will be getting together with friends within this week, and you're going to be celebrating something. It might even be like an anniversary of something. Like it might be an anniversary of your friendship, or somebody celebrating a divorce, or celebrating a move, celebrating a career change. It's like a reunion of friends. And it's also like there's a harvest that's been done. Somebody's achieved something. And yeah, it's just wonderful. Everyone's kicking up their heels. And yeah, it's a good time to celebrate and bring in the spring that's coming. With the full moon card, there's this week, don't make any big changes. Just observe what's happening, because some people are two-faced. Some people are saying one thing, but really there's another thing happening. It won't be long, and you'll be getting through those big towers, those gates. You're on your way. You're coming through. Some of the old cards we've looked at, past cards, not old cards, but past cards we've looked at. There's always a river in them. It's just like a spiritual journey, having to get over a hurdle of some sort. traversing to the other side of something. And you know, it's the time, you're coming out now, and the path is leading to those hills yonder. Some of you are just bathing, you know, some of you might be hanging on a bit still, but it is definitely time to surrender and release. So my advice for you for the week is be true to yourself, be true to your heart. I did pick some of those Mexican cards that it was the corazon, you know, the heart card that we had the other week. Things have changed for so many of you. It's about just continuing on this journey that you've started, and you might be feeling, you know, some of the teething pains that we go through when we make new changes. And seeing that there's the heart there too, I didn't pull it out because there were a couple that I picked and they were exactly what we've had before. It had you know, we create our own life, the man that's got the mandolin in his hand or the guitar in his hand. You know, it's a reflection. We create our own reality. And anyway, I just think be true to yourself, be kind to yourself, and remember to continue to zip your lips, because there's 7 planets retrograde. But I think Mercury, yes, it was on just the other day, Mercury went direct, I believe. Or is it coming up on it? Anyway, it's very close. So lots of things are not quite stable at this moment. Be very careful until, I think it's mid-September. So just, yeah, zip your lips, continue to zip your lips, to not ruin relationships and friendships. Like, don't burn bridges, I guess is what I'm saying. Don't burn bridges. And I will see you next week. Thank you for listening. Please share with your friends. Don't forget to look at the past videos, because they've got lots of important information that it's like a story unfolding, and some of you won't have heard the beginning of your story, and it's good for reflection. So I will see you next week.